Most coaches run 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, but if you really want to push your players' decision making, there's one format that beats everything: 1 versus 2. Today, I'll show you 5 unfair small-sided games that force your players to think faster, finish under pressure, and read defenders in ways normal drills just can't replicate. Let's get started. Let's start with a perfect warm-up drill. We have 1 ball handler on the baseline and 2 taggers waiting at half court. The playable area is reduced to half of the half court, so the attacker really has to navigate tight spaces. The goal for the ball handler is to dribble across the midline before the defenders can tag them with both hands. If only one defender manages to get a 2-hand tag, the attacker still wins. But if both defenders manage a 2-hand touch, the defense takes the point. The pace of this small-sided game is what makes it so effective. You can adjust the difficulty in a few simple ways. For example, you can shrink or expand the space to change how quickly defenders can close in. If you want to make the drill a little easier, you can allow the defenders to stop the attacker with just a 1-hand tag instead of 2. You can also add a technical challenge by requiring the attacker to use a specific dribble move before crossing half court. Or you can slow down the defenders by having both start with 1 foot inside the lane, which gives the ball handler a small head start. In the second drill, we start in a simple 1-on-1 setup at the 3-point line. The drill starts when the defender places 1 foot behind the 3-point line, either on the left or on the right side of the ball handler, so the attacker immediately sees an open driving lane. The attacker has to read that gap right away and drive toward the rim. Under the basket, we add a second defender, but with limitations. Maybe the defender cannot jump, or maybe the defender can use only 1 hand, or maybe the defender cannot move their feet. This creates a realistic finishing situation where the attacker has to score through or around controlled help side pressure. The help defender can move toward the dribbler and try to poke the ball once, then stop defending. We can start the action from a live dribble instead of a triple threat. Or we can give the defender different limitations to force the ball handler find different scoring solutions each time. If you like these kinds of small-sided games, I put together a full SSG playbook with over 100 drills just like these. All competitive and game-like, all designed to improve decision making. It's super structured. Every small-sided game comes with coaching points and variations, and you can plug them straight into your practices. You'll find the link in the description, but let's get back to the next drill. For the next drill, we move into the low post. We start with a passer at the 3-point line and a post player on the block, defended 1-on-1. The drill begins with an entry pass inside. And the moment that pass leaves the hands, the passer becomes the second defender and joins the action. This means the post player has a very short window to make a quick move before the help arrives. It forces them to read pressure instantly and finish with urgency. You can tune the level of pressure by adjusting a few simple rules. For example, the help defender is only allowed to touch or deflect the ball, nothing more. The primary defender in the post isn't allowed to jump on the contest, so the attacker must focus on timing and footwork instead of powering through contact. You can also limit the post player to just 1 dribble before finishing to sharpen their decision speed. The next drill works similarly, but this time the focus is more on shooting and driving decisions. The attacker and defender start side by side between the lane and the 3-point line, and we have 1 passer on the wing. The action begins the moment the defender starts to move and steps into the paint with 1 foot. As soon as that happens, the attacker sprints out to the corner 3 and receives a pass from the wing. Right after delivering the pass, the passer becomes the second defender, but is only allowed to touch the ball, not the attacker. The ball handler has a simple choice: take the open catch and shoot, or attack the closeout and drive to the rim. To shape the decision making, you can add a few simple rules. For example, the attacker must finish the entire action within 4 seconds, so they can't hesitate. If you want to sharpen technical details, you can assign a specific finishing type on drives, like a 2-foot finish or a reverse layup. And you can require the defender to touch the paint with 2 feet, which gives the attacker more chances for an open shot. The attacker starts with the ball inside the lane, close to the free throw line. We place one defender on the left free throw line extended and one on the right, both outside the paint. The action begins as soon as the attacker starts dribbling. That movement activates both defenders. All 3 players must touch 1 foot outside the 3-point line before continuing the play. After that touch, the attacker turns and drives straight to the basket, while both defenders recover from the side, trying to stop the finish. You can adjust the attacker's or defender's starting positions to make it easier or harder. The defenders might be limited to using only one hand to contest, or they keep both hands on their back. And you can also require defenders to touch outside the 3-point line with one hand instead of a foot. The drill can also begin from a live dribble. These 1-on-2 drills are some of the best ways to add real pressure, real decisions, and real game transfer to your practices. If you want more competitive small-set games like these, my full SSG Playbook is linked below, but feel free to let me know in the comments which drill was your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.